Yes,
you
exactly.
know, we'll see over the next couple of games.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're done with KKR, let's move on to Lucknow Supergiants. Um, okay, so they've been on a 4-game winning streak, I believe, and they've really played really well towards the back half of the season. And I think one change that they did is very key to that, and it pains me to say this because I'm such a big Manish Pandey fan, but they removed him out of their lineup, and now they bat Deepak Hooda at 3, and he's been a fantastic number 3 for them. What do you make of this change in Lucknow's batting order?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say that the Huda's obviously been performing well for pretty much the entire season for Lucknow. He's been one of their consistent batsmen, and now Lucknow's really gotten into the swing of things as I expected this at the beginning of the season much more from Lucknow than I did from Gujarat, and now Lucknow's coming back. I believe they're first on the table now. They've even overtaken Gujarat on the points table. So yeah, it's a good change, and he's playing well. Last game he scored like a quick 40 runs or a good 40 runs against KKR. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Deepak Hooda at 3 gives them way more potential to score like a higher amount of runs because batting him at 5 gives you very less balls to face. And as it is said, you give your best batsman the most balls that you get, which is why people like KL Rahul and Dekak open, but they're openers, but still. Other than that, I think one more important thing is that everyone who played at 3 failed except Deepak Hooda. You had Krishna Gautam, you had Manish Pandey. Um, Evan Lewis did well, but he's no overseas option, so can't really play him there. So Deepak Hooda has been a gem for them. But what I would like to point out is like the rest of the batting lineup, it's really poorly organized because um, Dekak and Rahul provide you good starts. Dekak's not been in the best of form, but Rahul is giving you the good starts always. Deepak Hooda is quite consistent, and the your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that lineup is filled with all rounders almost except Aish Badoni. And the one thing that Lucknow Super Giants have done is send people like Krunal Pandya at 4 or whatnot, and leave Stoinis back until it's too late. I know against what do you say against Delhi, because Stoinis went 4th, but if you see their other games, Stoinis has gone so low down the order that he's not even been able to have as much as an impact as he could have had he gone up. Because against KKR, he hit 28 of 14 batting at 6. Imagine if he had gone at 4 there, where instead of Krunal Pandya, who hit 25 or 27. So batting Stoinis lower down the order really strangles their like quick run scoring. So I like personally, I think their 4 should be Stoinis, 5 Badoni, and 6 Holder, and only then Krunal Pandya should be brought in because that's actually a viable thing to do. And Stoinis, instead of being playing only as a pinch hitter, he can be played as a proper batsman, which he does have the capability to do. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, Deepak has had a resurgence in his career after he moved domestically to Rajasthan, and he even got his India call up recently earlier this year. And batting him at 3 has definitely been the trick for LSG. Now they actually have the flexibility to actually play both Mohsin Khan and Avesh Khan in their lineup, and Mohsin's been like fantastic for them. He was with MI for the last 2 seasons, and he's got the opportunity here. He's played like five games. He's took 9 wickets. His economy is 5.35, and his average is 10.1. So he's been really good for them up top, and a really impressive bowler for them. And I think adding that extra bowler just adds balance to their side because they anyway bat so deep. And like in that current lineup, Marcus Stoinis is batting 6 or 7, and like I agree with him. I think their ideal lineup top 4 should be Dekak, KL Rahul, Deepak Hooda, and then Marcus Stoinis. At 5, they can play Krunal Pandya. I don't have a problem with that, but I think you need to use more of Marcus Stoinis' batting potential.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean that's fair enough. I think we talked about this as well, but because he hadn't been able to perform up top for LSG a few games, so dropped him back down to where they started with him, which is as late as possible. And in both of those games, I think he scored more runs than he scored at the top or closer to the top. But still, I think he should. I think it makes sense for him to play at 4. But I don't think they'll do it as of yet, because the 2 times they've played him late, he's hit like fairly decent, like 30-run innings, and he hasn't really been able to do much when he came in. They played him at 1 down, they played him at 2 down a couple of times, and they're really trying to figure out where he fits. So I think they're going to play him a few times more at like 6 and 7 than bring him back up.
I think a lot of Lucknow's like the winning streak has come from like complete bowling performances. Like against KKR, they got them all out for 101, and they've done that consistently. As Rehan said, Mohsin Khan has been really good for them. But other than that, Jason Holder and Ravi Bishnoi, both of them have bowled clinical overs and have like taken wickets at regular intervals to keep the opposition batters in check. And one more thing that's like really important for Lucknow is they have so many bowling options that even if someone like a Mohsin Khan or a Jason Holder or a Chamira has an off night, they can always rely on someone like a Kunal Pandya, someone like a Deepak Hooda, someone like a Marcus Stoinis to bowl those overs, and they're actually quite good 6th, 7th, and 8th options to have. Other than that, for the Lucknow Supergiants, I think one change they can try is to get in Andrew Tai instead of Dushmantha Chamira. I know Chamira has been bowling well off late, but I think Andrew Tai will be a better fit in this lineup. So I guess we'll see when the time comes.
Yeah, and like because their team is built around all-rounders and they have so many options. I mean, I'll just list down all the options. So they have Mohsin, they have Avesh, they have Holder, they have Stoinis, they have Bishnoi, they have Krunal, and they have Hooda, and they have Ayush Baroni, who also bowls off spin part-time. So they have a lot of bowling options, and that's actually helped them because, like as Om said, if you have a bad day, you can bowl another bowler, and that actually is like sustaining Bishnoi in the team because he's not had a great year this year. He's averaging 40 at an economy of close to 9, and because they have so many options, they can actually continue to back him and keep keep him in the team. So eventually he'll come good too.
Yeah,
And
I was
I
gonna
think
like on that note, LSG bowled 7 bowlers in their game against DC, right? And the only reason they're able to do that and sort of have their options because they're like all-rounder heavy team.
yeah, it's a really well structured team. I think Gautam Gambhir and the team management did a really good job at the auction, which was a surprise for a new team. But they